Hello, friends, and good evening. Welcome back to Edwin's ASMR Corner. I'm your host, as always, Edwin. Hello. I hope you enjoyed last week's video. This week, we'll just be having a little check-in, just saying, how are you doing? There's just a few months left in the year, and it's just about that time that I've been reflecting a lot, and I hope you have too. And if you haven't yet, maybe this is a good opportunity to just check in. And so, before we begin, as always, please feel free to drop down, hit the like button, maybe comment, share, or subscribe. It really helps out the video. Thank you. And now, as you're ready, please feel free to get comfy, to get cozy, and as you're ready, we'll begin. From here, as we always do, we'll take a few easy breaths on your own time, just letting yourself transition from wherever you've been today, wherever you've been this week, whatever funks you may have found yourself in, and letting yourself just be present here on your mat, in your bed, in your room, wherever you are. As you breathe, allowing yourself to slow those breaths down. Let them become longer. Let things move just a little slower. And just gently allowing your focus to simply find your breath for those inhales and those exhales. From here, we'll move on to a nice easy body scan. We won't go quite in depth as we normally do. We'll just move through it nice and easy. For an inhale drawing the breath up from the earth, inhaling into your low body, wherever that is today. And exhale. On your next inhale, inhaling up through the low body, up to the mid body this time. Finding your expansion as the breath fills every crevice. And exhale, very nice. Inhaling one more time, just like that, this time pulling the breath all the way up through the low body, through the mid body, up to the top of your body, the top of your head, and up into the sky. And exhale, very nice. Good job. From here, we'll take one more nice big breath. Inhale, drawing the breath, letting the breath fill your body, filling with expansive energy. And exhale, just gently noting as the breath moves through. Are there places that it gets caught on? Are there places where it misses? And one more time, just like that. Nice big inhale in, filling the body. And exhale. exhale. Very nice. From here, on your next inhale, drawing the attention inwards this time. Just focusing on your heart, your feelings, your thoughts, and your mind. And exhale. Very nice. A couple more, just like that. For an inhale in. And exhale out. Inhaling one more time, gently taking note of thoughts or feelings that come up. And exhale. From here, I invite you to start breathing on your own time, finding your nice rhythm for inhales and exhales. And as you do so, I want you to start with asking the question, how am I? Letting your breath guide you to whatever answers may arise. Maybe paying particular attention to your initial reaction. How are you? In the cleanest, most unabashed way, how are you? And the answer can be as complicated or as simple as you need for it to be. Are you good? Are you bad? Are you maybe a little bit of both? And it just depends on the moment which it is. Any and all are welcome here. And as you ruminate on that initial question, I invite you to simply set your intention for today. Maybe it's a collective intention, and maybe what I give you will be exactly what you need. Or maybe it's not, and you just need to set your own for the day. But I've been in this lovely mood of self-reflection and just thinking about this year and how it's diverged from what I thought this year would be. And just taking time to reconcile what it is that I wanted and what it is that I want now. Taking a moment to see how I feel about how I spent this year. And my intention for today is simply to check in and notice the things that I feel like have gone well. Notice the other things that I feel like have gone awry or led me astray or whatever it might be. It's a lot to catalog, and it's okay to just take it a moment at a time. Just letting your mind have the freedom to do what it needs to, or simply do what it will do. And as we allow ourselves the space, noticing where the mind goes, noticing those things that crop up time after time. Maybe you beckon your mind away from them, or maybe they just stay here. And just remembering to approach this without judgment. And that may sound weird, but we're not trying to judge and criticize and tear ourselves down, but rather notice and understand and think about just the way that the things we did this year made us feel. It's sometimes just important to take a moment and just reflect. Sometimes we're so busy living life, we forget to think about how the things went. How did they make us feel? Even the little things. And it's okay today to not come to any sort of definitive conclusion. It's not really what today's about. We're just here to exist and notice and give ourselves this time to notice these things, these thoughts and feelings that may just crop up, but you're too busy to necessarily do anything about them. This is a moment of reflection to give us more insight into who we are, who we've become, and who we're becoming. And maybe as things come up, you file them away as something that you absolutely love, that you've started doing. Maybe it's a small habit that you picked up. Maybe it's a way to treat yourself for something that you've done well. Or maybe it's the converse, a little something that you've picked up that you'd rather you didn't. Maybe it's something that you thought would help you and then doesn't actually serve you anymore. Or maybe there are things that you're simply holding on to that you don't need to be anymore. And that's all okay. Just taking a few more breaths and just checking in with ourselves. How are you? It's a big question, and there's not always a clear answer, which is so normal. when you really consider every facet of your life. And it's okay to not know. It's okay to just be somewhere on that murky path of discovery. But what is important is to take the time and just slow it down and reflect. And so, before we finish, I want to take a few last breaths and offer you up this question one last time. How are you? Taking a few breaths here. Just letting that question and all of its possible answers linger in your mind. And with that, thank you for joining me for today's practice. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. I hope it's something that you'll carry on with you. And with that, if you have more day left in your day, have a lovely day. And if you don't, and if you're cozied up, ready to go to bed, then sleep well and sweet dreams. Good night.